Hi, welcome to the second part of the Shopify Payment and Delivery Customization API. So in the last video, we discussed the Shopify Payment Customization API and we built a Shopify app with the Shopify Payment Customization API to show a specific payment method for a specific country. And in this video, we will be talking about the Shopify Delivery Customization API. But first of all, what is a Shopify Delivery Customization API? With this API, we can rename, hide, and reorder the Shopify checkout shipping method. For example, we would like to build a Shopify app that will let the Shopify store owner to hide the standard shipping method if the customer has an item that weighs over 1 kilo. So the customer will need to choose the other shipping method other than the standard one that will be hidden. So let's go back to the screen and build this one. Awesome. In this tutorial, I will be using the Shopify remix template. So let's clone this one. So let's go to our Shopify and let's clone, and it will be Shopify Delivery Customization API, and cd into it, npm install. Awesome. So the node model has been installed, so let's run npm run dev, and this should prompt us to create or connect to existing one. I will create a new one. It will be delivery customization API. So it's currently running. Just run p to install it. So this is the Shopify remix template default content, and let's kill the server. So I'll make sure that it's running, and let's run npm run Shopify app generate extension, and this will prompt us to generate an extension. So we can search for delivery customization function and just name it the default one, and I will be using TypeScript for type safety as we did for the previous tutorial. So the extension has been generated, so let's go to our Visual Studio Code, and as you can see here, we have a new extension. It's similar to the payment customization API. So we have the generated API types, we have the local for translation, we have source folder, it will have index which is exporting from the run. So we need to add the logic here, and we should return, in our case it should return operation with an array, and the array will have the hide option, and we need to pass the delivery group handle. So we need to add our logic here and pass this stuff, and we can use meta field to link our Shopify app logic with the Shopify function API, so the user or the Shopify store owner can have their custom rule there. But first of all, let's update our scope to include the delivery customization API. So we can go to Shopify docs and search for, yes, so is this one. So we will be using the right and go here. We don't need the right products, but we can just remove this one and just run npm run Shopify app deploy to deploy the new scope to the Shopify partner account. So it will prompt user to update the scope. As you can see here, the scope has been changed, so we can just release this new version. And also it's created the delivery customization extension in our Shopify partner account. It's the recent second version, and we can just go here, npm run dev. Yes, automatically update the URL, and we can just go click on P to go and update the scope. Awesome. So we have our app is working. So we can go here, shipping, and here we have the delivery customization, and we can click on this one. This should be redirection to our app to add the logic there, and we can just go and build the UI part for this one. So we can go to the app, route, app index, and I will just remove all of this stuff because we don't need this default stuff. I will just return null, and we don't need all of this. I will just keep and here I will just remove the title bar. We don't need it right now, so just remove it. As you can see, we have empty stuff, so let's build our form. The method will be post because we will be using the remix action function, and here we'll just do this. We will be using the form layout from Shopify Polarize. We will have text field here where we can have the item width, so let's remove unused import to clean up this stuff, and here I will have the weight, set weight state, I will be using new state, and here the value, so we can convert it to string, and on change it will be parsing that. We need also to specify the shipping method that we would like to hide. So the label it will be type of text, and let's have the same stuff here. So shipping method, and the value on change autocomplete is off, and we have it like this. That's great. On the title I will add so hide a specific shipping method when an item in the order is over the limit. That's great. So we have our simple form. We'll have the item weight and the shipping method to hide. And let's go and add primary action here. So the content, it will be save, and on action we can just console log that. So we have the save button, and let's build how we will handle the form. submit. So we can go and import use submit from Remix React, and we call this hook. So submit, use submit, and we will have function handle submit, and it should pass the weight and shipment method, and the method will be post, and here we can have the action here. And in our action we can get the form data, so it will be await request dot form data, and we can get the weight and the shipping method. And we can just have and let's console log the weight and the shipping method. So I made a mistake here, or we can just make it like this, and we can go back to the screen, click on save, and this should log the weight and the shipping method, which is currently center. So that's great. And the next step will be to link this logic and create delivery customization function API using GraphQL. So we can go to the terminal and click on G to open the GraphQL editor, and we have our mutation for creation delivery customization, and we have the inputs, and this is what we currently need. So we need the function ID that we can get from our environment variable. So we can specify the title, for example, hide a sender shipping method when there is an item that weighs over 1 kilo. We can enable it by default or have it disabled by default, and this is the meta field that we would like to pass. So we can get it from the Shopify function API GraphQL query that we will need for our custom logic. So let's get this mutation and go back to our action handler, and here we can have a try and catch, and here we can const response. We already import the admin from the auth function, and we would like to pass the GraphQL mutation. So we can just go back here and parse it like this, and we will need variable, and the variable will be input. So the first thing is the function ID, and this one we can just go back to our terminal, duplicate the tab, and click on npm run Shopify app deploy. It's this way, or we can do it the other way, but I will show you both of them. Yes, release this function, this version, and when it's currently released. So we can go back to our folder structure. In the .env file we can see a new value there, which is Shopify dash the name of the function dash ID, and this is the function ID for delivery customization API. And also we can get it from our partner account. We can refresh delivery customization API. This is the name of the app. We can go to the extension, click on the function, and this is our function ID. It's the same one. And also one thing to make sure that you have it enabled on is development store preview. Have it on, so it will serve the work in progress extension on development store. It will not serve the cached version of your Shopify function instead of the fresh one or the local one. So we can go back to our action loader, and for the function ID we can just load it from the environment. So it will be this one. The next thing is the title, so we can do hide. Yes, exactly. So hide, we need to have it enabled or disabled before, so it will be enabled by default. Meta fields, which is an array of meta field. So we can go back to our function, to our extension, go here. So I will mix between function and extension because it's kind of similar, and I will just copy the stuff. This one we can like edit it, but I will just use it because it's much easier for me. So this is the namespace, and we have the key, and the type, it will be JSON, and the value, it will be JSON stringify the weight and the shipment method. That's great. And after that we can get the data. So let's do await here, and let's console log the data, and if there is error we will return it that using the JSON. If not, we will return JSON success is true. So we can go here, import JSON from remix node, and let's move this one to here to have it in the same import. That's great. And let's add the action data, so we can go here, action data, use action data, type of action, and we will go here. If there is error, we will be using the banner from Polarize. The tone will be and if it's success, we can just show it as this will be the tone. So that's great. And one thing that we would like to have is the loading. So we need to use the navigation hook from remix, use navigation. So we can get the navigation state. If it's submitting, and we can add loading to this button. So that's great. So we can open up our app, but because we changed the environment variable, it's better to quit and rerun the server, so it will pull up the function ID that we have in our environment variable file. So let's click on P to preview it in the browser. Awesome. So currently we have the item and the shipping method, so we can just check which shipment method we would like to hide. So we can go here, so we have the sender one and we have free international one. So the delivery customization has been created. If we go to the settings, can go back to the settings and delivery customization, we have a new delivery customization here: hide free international shipping method when the weight is over 1 kilo. You can also think that we can just go here and go to the international one, edit the rate, and we have the minimum weight. And here we can done this, but just for the sake of this video, it will be just to demonstrate how you can utilize the Shopify Delivery Customization API to let the Shopify store owner have their custom rule, but we can just have it here, like I just said, it will be 1 kilo, for example. Awesome. So we have everything is set. So let's go back to the Shopify function and build our logic there. So we can go to the GraphQL one. So we will need the delivery customization meta field. We need to get the card, the delivery group, which is the shipping method, delivery option. We don't have ID, we have the handle. This is what we are looking for. And also we get the title. So this is the Shopify shipping method that we will see right now. Currently we have the standard one, but if we go to the Netherlands, or let's do Spain, let's do Madrid, we will see that this is the delivery group. It's the international one and the sender one. Awesome. So we got the car delivery group, and let's go and get the line item merchandise, which is the product on. So we need to use the product variant fragment, and we are looking to get the width and the width unit. That's great. So we just can go back to here to the checkout. We can just refresh, and this will run the Shopify function delivery customization API when they are querying the shipping method. So we can go to the extension. If you go to delivery customization API, go to the extension, and you can see your function here. And for debugging, we can use the logs. So we can, this is the last one. And as you can see here, we have our meta field that we said in the app UI. So we have the meta field, we have the width, which is 1 kilo, and the shipping method, which is the free international shipping. We have the delivery for the cart that we have currently in the cart, which in this case we have only the standard, as you can see here. We have the line, the merchandise, the width is 0 kilogram. And let's go back to Visual Studio Code and let's update the logic there. Because we update the GraphQL query, we go and need to run and generate the new type. So we can click on app function, type gen, and this will update the type for the GraphQL. So the GraphQL type generated successfully, that's great. And let's go back to our run function where we can have the logic there. So in our configuration, let's go back to our app index, and we have this two thing, and let's paste it here. This one, it will be a number, and this one, it will be a string. So let's load. So let's get the cart item. So it will be input dot cart dot line. So this is the line item in the cart, and we will get the total weight of the cart. So it will be line dot merchandise dot weight. And here we are getting the total weight, and we just need to check if the total weight is over the configuration or equal. And the next thing that we need to get is the shipping method handle. So we will get it from the input dot cart, so the delivery group, delivery option, and we need to find this by the name. So this is the shipping. So we are getting from the GraphQL. So we have the group, we have delivery option, the handle, and the title. And we are getting the handle. So if the handle is set, we will just return operation, hide operation, and the delivery option handle. And we will just return no changes. So that's great. Let's go to our app. So if it's over 1 kilo, hide the international shipping middle, or let's do like a 1.5. Awesome, it's created. So we can double check this here. And also we can display that in the Shopify app. So currently hide international shipping method when the weight is over 1.5 kilo. I will just delete this one. And let's create, I will create a simple product, because there is an issue when updating a current one. So let's do 1.8. And let's go to our catalog. So this is simple product, and let's update the price. So we set the price to 150, and so it's 150. I also add this custom liquid in my theme editor. Let's go back here very quickly, click on customize, and let's go to the product. We have a custom liquid here, and just add this liquid to get the product weight, the variant weight. So let's refresh, click on buy it now, and let's do the postal code. This will be this stuff. And as you can see here, it does hide the shipping method. Let's do another checkout for another product. For example, this one is 0 kilo. Let's buy it now. And let's do the same stuff here. And Madrid. And as you can see here, we have a product here and another one here. The ship it method here is disabled because the item weight is over 1.5 kilogram and this one is less, so it will show up the international shipping method. And we can double check that in the Shopify partner account. We can go to the extension and we can go to the logs. This is the last one. So this is for the one that is not hiding this one. So our meta field here is the weight is 1.5 kilo. The shipping method is international shipping. We have the delivery group, international and sender one. And the merchandise, which is the product weight, is 0. So the product handle is this one for the collection one. And the operation will just return an empty array. But if we go to the other one where it's hidden, so we can click on this one. The merchandise is 1.8, which is over 1.5, and we are hiding the international shipping method. So this is the handle, and if we go here, it's the international one. So that's it for this video. I hope you find this useful, and let's see you on the next Shopify function API video.